When love begins with a sweet lie, are you truly in love or silently being replaced? Some relationships don't end with a loud bang. They fall apart slowly through quiet cracks. A drifting glance, a harmless comment, the long silence that stretches between two people who once couldn't stop talking to each other. Most people think betrayal is cheating, but no, sometimes betrayal begins with indifference. When he stops listening, when she pretends she's fine, when her smile no longer catches his eye. Love doesn't die in one night. It dies in the little moments you're overlooked, in every time you start questioning your own worth. If you've ever felt like a stranger in your own relationship, if you've ever asked yourself, am I being replaced? This message is for you. In this video, we're not here to blame. We're here to uncover the truth. And sometimes, the most painful truths start with the gentlest lies. Welcome to Shining Mirror-LVB. This isn't just a video. It's a mirror to help you see your own heart clearly and bravely. He's just a friend. Sounds familiar, doesn't it? It's one of those phrases that seems harmless on the surface until it starts showing up too often. When she starts mentioning another guy more than usual, her eyes light up at the thought of him. Her tone softens inexplicably, and she defends him even when you didn't question anything. That's not coincidence. That's emotional migration. You might not see the fracture right away, but it's there. Each time she laughs at his jokes, each secret she tells him instead of you, each glance she hides when a message pops up, it's not just distance, it's a quiet retreat from you. Don't wait for proof of betrayal. By the time she starts seeking emotional connection somewhere else, you've already lost your seat at the center of her heart. That friend of hers, he's no longer a friend. He's a silent contender, the one who listens when you don't, who understands when you're distracted, who sparks something new inside her, something you used to ignite. This isn't the time for blind jealousy. This is the time to wake up. I just need some space to think. It sounds gentle, even respectful, but let's be honest, love doesn't require space to survive. People in love don't ask for distance to decide if they still want to stay. When someone truly wants to be with you, they don't step back to reassess, they hold tighter. Space is often a soft curtain over a hard truth. She's already pulling one foot out of the door. She says she needs room to breathe, but what she really wants is freedom without guilt. Freedom to explore a new feeling, a new connection, a new spark. You think this is just a phase, but to her, it's a test run, a trial to see if life beyond you is more exciting. And if it is, she gets to walk away with a clean conscience. After all, she warned you, she needed space. Wake up. If she's suddenly more alive, more engaged online, constantly laughing with someone else, and glowing in ways you haven't seen in months, that space isn't about thinking. It's about quietly erasing you from her heart. I'm just tired tonight. A simple phrase, believable, understandable. After all, we all get tired, especially women, who often carry the weight of unspoken emotions and invisible responsibilities. But when that line becomes a routine, a quiet wall that keeps you out night after night, you have to ask yourself, is she really tired, or is her heart slowly checking out? This isn't just physical exhaustion, it's emotional withdrawal. When a woman loves you, even in her most exhausted moments, she still tries to reach for you. A soft hug, a look that says, I'm still here, a whisper of connection. Real love doesn't always roar, but it always whispers in the quiet, with warmth, with effort, with presence. But when love turns into obligation, when your presence doesn't spark her anymore, when your touch feels like a formality, and your conversations sound more like chores than connection, you're not just drifting apart, you're already drifting in silence. Not everyone who leaves does so by walking away. Some retreat through silence, through distant eyes, through the slow dying of affection. And the hardest part, they still lie next to you every night. You're just insecure, babe. It sounds gentle, reassuring, but beneath that soft tone lies a deadly drop of poison, a quiet tactic that slowly dismantles your confidence from the inside out. She doesn't deny her concerns. She doesn't offer clarity. Instead, she flips the spotlight, turning your legitimate questions into signs of weakness. Suddenly, you find yourself wondering, am I overreacting? Is this all in my head? Maybe I am just insecure. No, that's not insecurity talking. That's your intuition screaming, trying to protect you before it's too late. This is gaslighting, the most insidious form of emotional manipulation. It doesn't scream, it doesn't need to lie. It simply makes you doubt the truth your soul already knows. They don't silence you with force, they do it with calmness. With subtlety, they twist the truth not by shouting, but by gently planting doubt. They make you apologize for feelings you were right to have. And once you start questioning your instincts, once you tear down your own inner voice just to keep the peace, you've stepped into a silent prison, a place where love wears the mask of comfort, but hides a deeper betrayal. The betrayal already began, you just weren't allowed to believe it. Stand tall, know your worth. Betrayal doesn't begin with someone else, it begins the moment the truth starts fading. When smiles become scripted, when silence grows louder than words, when your gut senses something's wrong but your mind keeps making excuses, you know it's already begun. Those sweet-sounding phrases, he's just a friend, I just need space, I'm just tired tonight, they're not just words. They're warning signs, they're the quiet footsteps of emotional detachment walking out the door. Your intuition isn't insecurity, it's your soul's alarm system. It doesn't wait for evidence, it whispers when love begins to lie. Don't bargain for someone's leftover affection. Don't shrink yourself to keep someone who's already halfway gone. Be bold, be awake, because clarity today is the greatest gift you can give your future self. If you've ever seen the signs, if you felt yourself slowly being replaced in silence, drop your story in the comments below. Let this community be the place where we stop loving with blindfolds on, where silence no longer shelters betrayal. Subscribe to Shining Mirror-LVB. Every video is a mirror, showing not only who we are, but what others don't want us to see. Hit like, comment, and share if this message opened your eyes. Together, let's stop repeating the same silent heartbreaks.